guys, welcome back to some more AFK Arena. Today we're back with our Graveborn account, and we've already run 2 of our 4 faction accounts. Graveborn guys are absolutely killing it. We're going to be looking at building out Treznor a little bit more. We know we did get Fane, got him all the way to Ascended, which is awesome. Got that plus 30 signature item, working decently. I wouldn't say very well, but decent would be my ideal. Then, of course, we do have Treznor, still getting a little bit more furniture on him. Hopefully, we can pull a couple more stars. Very impressed with his ability, guys. The ability to go right on the enemy side, knocking targets down, doing a lot of the mitigation, even having the immunity is really big. A lot of the heroes that we've had as of recently are being used. So it's kind of interesting to see how Lilith has really released a lot of the new heroes. When you look at Mishka, when you look at a star, when you look at Treznor, when you look at a lot of the more recent heroes have done incredibly well, and they have done incredibly well with engraving, which kind of begs the differ. I think Lilith has finally gotten smart to say, hey, the engraving really makes a big difference on heroes. Let's go ahead and beef up the engraving, since it is a very kind of cost effective. I guess people who are buying and leveling up engraving, Lilith is making a ton of money on it. All right, guys, so we'll get right into the summons. We'll use our stones first. We have picked up all of our tier 4 stones, which is very cool to see. We have 4 elite hero stones, not too much to summon on this account, but there is our brand new heroes, guys. Alero gives us a brand new copy right there, and we also get Thisu and then Mishka. So overall, not a bad pull. You can see we do have quite a few tier 4 stones. We got these out of advancements within the chapter. So every chapter you beat, I believe it is past 33, you do pick up these stones. Also do have 227 of these time emblems. The time emblems I am continuing to buy out every single day. Big reason for that is when we do get awakened faction heroes. So when we do get an awakened Graveborn hero, I will have the opportunity to go ahead and pick them up because I'll have those Temple of Time cards to at least build them out to where we can actually utilize the hero. So here we're 1 shy on our companion points, but that's okay, guys. We'll go ahead. We'll do a couple summons here anyways. We have 2 of our regular summons, and then we're going to go back to the campaign progression. We're going to continue making more progression in there, which there's an elite, another copy of Granite. He's another hero that is pretty strong, especially if you just get that plus 30 signature item. Doesn't even have to be built out too much. So here we're looking at getting up. I was thinking a couple copies of Treznor, but we already have him at 2 stars. So it might be beneficial to just finish out the Stargazer with some of the heroes, guys. We've been building out Alna. She's actually been one that we're focusing on. So I think I'm going to turn and do the Stargazing for Alna. The Alna Grez combo we know is super strong in here, guys. And we are running Grez within this team comp because it is the Graveborn. So Alna, I'm going to do 34,000 diamonds. So we got a total of 6 summons. So hopefully we can get lucky, which there is a wilder card right off the bat. I would love to see the diamonds if we got an opportunity to. Got a little bit of mythic gear right now. I got another wilder card. I'm hoping we can pull some Alnas. There we go, guys. There's another copy of Alna, so that will take her to Legendary Plus. And one thing, guys, I love is with us having the ability to now add the tier stones onto the heroes and then get them at tier 2. I feel like it's going to make a lot of progression much easier for a lot of different players. If you didn't have the gear, there's a Graveborn card. We got a Lightbearer card as well. So again, not too many summons on there, but it looks like we are going to be able to build out a couple more heroes, including another one for Alna. So 2 more copies of Alna, and we will have her up to Mythic, unlocking that signature item, which will be very important, guys. Now here, 24,000 of our Poe coins. Looking at it, we have a Beto in here. We're going to have to drop Alna in here. We do not have Alna in here. I was just thinking about that. Alna, definitely a hero that we're looking to buy or build. We have Treznor in here. We still have Fane in here. We still have Baba Yaga. I'm going to drop out. I know we're building Baba Yaga, and I know we're going to get her for free shortly, but I want to make sure what we have built for Alna, which we have none. That's okay though, because we can change that really quick. Again, 24,000 of our Poke Coins. First one off the bat is a double Fane. Look at that, guys. 2 copies for Fane. Very easy way to max him out. I want to make sure that we're not that close to building him out already, because a double copy builds it quick from 4 to 6, just like that, guys. I would love to see a few more of those. The double furniture pulls are very epic, guys. There's a piece for Prince of Persia. I believe that will give Prince his 3 of 9, which is awesome. Anytime, guys. Prince of Persia, very strong. There's a piece for Leonardo da Vinci. Da Vinci is another hero, guys. Getting that 9 of 9 for him, a really big priority because he adds a really big buff. And yep, Prince of Persia, that is the 3 of 9 as well. I'm going to have to go through and honestly level up some of the dimensional heroes, getting them a little bit stronger because we're going to have to utilize them within the campaign. So we have 1 card on the table. Nobody is close. Nobody's to that 8 of 9. We didn't get any for Ulna, but we picked up for 2 for Fane. And then, of course, Prince of Persia built up a little bit higher. And where is he at? We actually haven't unlocked the signature item yet. So we'll build him up a little bit. Again, getting ready for the progression within the campaign. These are going to be the heroes that provide the crowd control, that actually provide the ability for us to finish out the rest of this chapter. There we go. And then we have some dimensional emblems there. I'm just going to keep them at 21 right now. Ainz we already have at 30. I know Albedo we got to take up a little bit higher, but we are still running out of the chest, guys. Once we did Treznor, we did Fane. Both of those heroes built out considerably. But one thing that I love now, guys, is the Resonate All. So on all of the faction accounts, we did max out to our tier 2 gear, which means just going through here. And I wish we could Resonate All. I wish there was an on-off button for this specifically that we could just go ahead and turn it on for everybody. For instance, Kelthar doesn't have any gear. Here's his kind of subpar gear. We can Resonate it all, guys, giving him the tier 2 Graveborn gear. And we can continue going down the list. And as you can see, guys, a lot of these heroes are geared out and are geared out a considerable amount. Even Thorin tier 2 gear. We have Nara almost entirely in tier 2 gear. And again, we have 2 not so good pieces. Boom, tier 2 faction gear. Here we're even running out of our tier 2 gear, but we'll go ahead and make it all tier 2 gear, which is awesome. Baden, another one, really horrible gear because I ran out of gear. Resonate, tier 2 Graveborn gear. Amazing. Guys, it's better than the remove all gear, honestly. Same with Shamira. We have some really cheap gear. Boom, she has all tier 2 gear. And even looking at the difference, guys, adds a considerable amount of combat rating. I know gear isn't, you know, make or break for a hero, but now I have every single Graveborn hero rate that you see almost completely maxed out, just need a little bit more furniture, but now they're all sitting in tier 2 gear, faction gear, which is cool. I think it's really cool, just how we built it out and how fast it kind of went in there. So looking at the heroes that we want to build out with our tier stones, guys. Now, most players are going straight to Grez when it comes to the tier stones. We have 2 of them right here. Most of them, again, are going straight to Grez because of the Twisted Realm. Very solid choice in here. We know Pharrell would be a good choice. And I'm looking at kind of the meta heroes even within this faction. So we have Pharrell, we have Oden, we have Grez. Definitely meta. Thorin, I wouldn't recommend using the stones on just because you got to be very cautious with him. Also, not using the resonating gear just because you want specific gear for him to do more damage. On this one, I'm not attempting the Thorin cheese, so I am fine completely max him out to where he is. But again, meta heroes, Treznor has actually made it into a couple different formations as well. And he's interesting. Agility Ranger. We could go ahead and build some out, but I'm going to go with my boy, guys. Pharrell is one of the oldest heroes within AFK Arena. Not really the ideal way to build them out, I guess, but I love the crit damage resistance right there. The tenacity over here. adding up that attack rating, here we do get the crit block rating. So here, guys, I'm going to add some more attack to him. Going to add a little bit more defense, and of course, adding that tenacity. For all, guys, one of my absolute favorite heroes, guys. The crowd control that he has is just crazy. Followed by Oden. Oden is another hero that we want, that magical pierce. Adding that 1% more damage to him. Even though he's very heavy crowd control, when you start getting the engraving, when you start getting the signature items maxed out with the furniture, makes a very, very big difference. And Treznor is one that I want to actually, I'm going to go ahead and engrave. I love the build of him. I know the rapid strength. Look at that, guys. We have 17,000. We can rapid strength a lot of heroes here, but there is plus 30. There is the plus 60 for Treznor. Again, a hero that I definitely want to. And look at that magic resistance, guys. A lot of magic resistance when we max him out. But we will definitely build him out. Fane is another hero we need another star on to see exactly how well he's going to work. So we've made it this far, guys. 37-30, so we're halfway through here. I set up these formations. Again, we were running kind of Fane within this formation, running Damon with Grez. Worked considerably well. I know, again, the level deficiencies were pretty close, but that's the big reason why we got the nerfs, why we can make some progression in here. I actually did this exact same thing when it came to the Mauler account. We pushed 47 stages in the Mauler account, which is absolutely crazy, guys. It's crazy to see how strong some of the newer teams are. Even here, guys, knocking out Fane. We could drop Oden in here with the engraving. We could put Treznor in here. Oden, guys, the attack goes up so fast with him, and also the damage goes up so fast with him. If you can get him to survive a little bit, the damage goes crazy, guys. The haste and the damage with Oden goes crazy. And of course, Damon still doing a very solid pull in there. So the first 3 stage, since we have the Prince of Persia now, we actually have him, I'm going to have him always in another formation. So we're good with there. I usually put Prince up front. I know Albedo will come up. We have to get that plus 30 signature item for Albedo. The rest of these guys, we have Treznor in here, which I love that we built him out a little bit more. I don't think this is the ideal Graveborn formation. Just because, well, we do have support. We do have some crowd control. So pretty good there. Crowd control here again. Not too sold on Isolde. Isolde usually dies relatively quick. Theowen might not be the best one within this formation. I think I'm going to put a tank in here to try to protect Isolde. And again, it's really interesting to see running these heroes all together because of having so many Graveborns. And then we do have Baden in there, which I'll go ahead and drop Baden in here. Hopefully some of his minions can keep these heroes back. We do have Lucretia in here. So I'm going to run the auto battle, guys. We'll see exactly how we do. But you can't run it on 4 speed, or you have to take it off to do it on 4 speed. So again, looking at the level deficiencies, I'm sure it's going to take a couple times. If we had it built up a little bit, if we had Albedo built out a little bit, it would be super easy with Ainz in here. This is one that it just may take 2 or 3 times, especially with Entendre. Entendre, of course, goes right back row to take out Ainz. So if we can mitigate damage, if we can get him to ult, which he was almost there, we'll get this one done. Or we can swap some of the teams that we actually have built within here and moving Ainz to a much easier team. And then swapping around actually some of the teams that we have in here just to see how well they do. I've tested out a lot of the Graveborn heroes. They work incredible. Graveborn is probably the strongest faction. Graveborn and Wilder do exceptionally well. As you can see here, guys, Torn mitigates the healing. Treznor, of course, has that immunity. Very strong overall with the build. And this one, again, I don't think this team is going to work very well, but Theowen does an incredible amount of damage. Grez, of course, super difficult to kill because of the skeletons that they're putting up. So Theowen's actually going to have the ability to just work down targets and take them out relatively quick. Rigby, super tough to kill though. So I'm going to have to go through, I'm going to have to work out a couple of these formations and see what we can do. The combination here, and if you fought it, guys, Rigby with Taylene is really tough to deal with. We're going to have to figure out some of these formations. And this is what we had happen last time. 37-30 is kind of where we stalled out because of the amount of the teams we had and the damage they were doing. Right there, Isolde, Damon, definitely a solid combination there. Kelthar, I like. A lot of players really swear by Kelthar. I have problems with him dying. Just like you've seen right there, guys. I've had problems with Kelthar dying pretty much forever. I've never been able to keep him alive. Same with Baden. Baden's a hero that just drops straight to the ground. And unfortunately, that's what I see every time with him. Doing kind of the reverse 5-man pull in here with Lucretia. Fane pushing them back, Leonardo locking them in place, making it very, very interesting. And again, I think Grez needs a little bit more support. It's not going to work in this team. He's actually getting burnt down. I'm going to have to figure out, but Theowen, guys, is strong. Look at that. Theowen with Kelthar out there. 108, 180,000 from Kelthar. Again, a lot of people say that we have slept on Kelthar, that Kelthar does an incredible amount of damage, as you can see right there. Even though he died, he comes back in that spectral form, which allows him to still do a very, very high amount of damage, which I love to see. So this one we should get down, guys. That'll be our first 5-stage. I'm going to go ahead and let this auto run for a considerable amount of time. Again, with the Maulers, we finished about, I think, 40 stages, or no, I think it was like, yeah, 47 stages or something crazy. But guys, let me know in the comments what you guys think. Graveborns are absolutely destroying it, guys. I am loving the build. Fane, again, seems pretty good. Treznor, absolutely crazy with how strong Treznor is. Desire and Silas as support, doing absolutely amazing. Kelthar doing a truckload of damage, just like you've seen right there. So overall, guys, very impressed with the Graveborns. But let me know in the comments what you guys think. And as always, thank you guys for watching.